Hello everyone, hope you guys are doing good. This is the health reading for demented Don Cornholio, who lies with every breath and utterance from his disgusting pie hole. Oh. And hey, don't forget to join me with Lori. Lori's going to be on my channel with our live stream today, or my live stream at noon. She wanted to come on with me, and I'm just so happy. So happy that's happening. So noontime Pacific, and then adjust to your time zone. Lori from The Way of Positive Change. And I'm sure you guys already know her. But if you don't, go to her channel and subscribe, because you'll love her. She's funny and witty and smart and the best reader I know. Right there. Okay, so the forces in motion when it comes to health today, with Mars in Capricorn, this rules the skeletal system, but with one of those cards that has to do with the arteries in the body, and sometimes infections. Yeah, it's not reversed, so I can't say too much about it other than let's just say it's kind of like the Two of Pentacles with, all the joints, but this one is, the Two of Pentacles can be more about swelling, because we've got, kind of the water mixed with the structure of the body, where this one is more leaning towards like hardening of the arteries. So yeah, okay. His big challenge for the day with the Two of Wands. So coming through reversed, that gives us the possibility of an accident. Getting in trouble because he just keeps mowing down everyone else, and he just is hell-bent on, he thinks he has to be better than everyone. But, it's a card of fear of change. So that makes a person's arteries even harder, when you're holding on all the time, and it's all about money. And we know he most likely doesn't believe in, past or future lives. He thinks like this is it. So that's very limited for him. So yeah, in Mars and Aries, the movement's going to the head, and there's just too much in his brain. And probably his big challenge is there could be an accident. Maybe there's a falling off of a step a little too hard, and there's a problem with an ankle or a knee or something, Okay, early in the morning we have Judgment reversed and the Ten of Cups reversed. So that brings through the say hello to the kitties. Hello, meow 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 meow. I sound like a hungry kitty. So anyway, Judgment reversed. This is somebody going through a hell realm in his own body. It also has to do with big changes, maybe some time in the hospital. So, okay. Ten of Cups reversed. So I got the wand here, but these are cups. So, Ten of Cups reversed gives us, because it's Mars in Pisces, this is lymphatic problems. Could be an unexpected surgery at the worst. Time in the hospital with an unexpected surgery. Okay. At the very least, it is, just bad health advice, because, and he has so many nutritional deficiencies because he eats terribly. So, yeah. Lack of stability also. Oh, again, we've got the Five of Pentacles reversed for noontime. Oh, that's just lovely. So with the government, but let's look at health only because I've got to focus on that. So Five of Pentacles reversed on the level of health is, again, instability, mental fog. Here's his dementia, here's his Alzheimer's issues coming up. So much mental stress because everything's coming down on him. I mean, it's his own self-created prophecy, right? But yeah, he's foggy, and maybe he's had too much. Maybe he's had some blow in his body, and his mind is just gone. Could be that. It could be a really, really bad head cold, laryngitis. God, a day without him being able to talk. Wouldn't that be something? But then he still would be on his Untruth social platform, well, Untruth and Unsocial in all caps, right? But maybe, I don't know, maybe a government employee would, or one of his administration would take it away from him and say, hey, no, I'm going to do it. But anyway, when it comes to health with the Hierophant, because it's ruled by Taurus, we're in, the area of control, and but it's my card for, like, what do you really believe in, but it has to do with groups, and it's not reversed, so I can't really say it's terrible when it comes, to a bodily issue thing, but it does rule because, again, Taurus, we're in the area of his neck and his lower jaw and the cerebellum part of the brain. So we've got head and neck problems. We have two Taurus cards here. Pluto ruling the Judgment card reverse. Well, Pluto ruling the card upright or reverse. Pluto, big changes, transformations, things coming up that you have to deal with and you cannot get out from. You cannot escape the wrath of Pluto. Okay, so, lovely. In the evening, well, maybe he wants to golf, but he can't, and maybe instead we have a whistleblower, and maybe it's Elon Musk saying something about him on his platform. Now, looking at it for just health, though, with the Page of Swords reversed, because this is all about the ankles, right? This could be swollen ankles, some more shots coming out from photographers about the terrible swollen ankles, because that's going to keep happening with his congestive heart failure. I mean, that's just how it works. Happens with alcoholism, too. So when it comes to the evening time, what we have going on here, I think, has to do with sometimes it could be Secret Service, because this is a Secret Service protection card, but they're not protecting him well enough. But it's definitely my card, which doesn't have anything to do with health, but it could affect his health. Whistleblowers, right? Leakers and whistleblowers, golfing and guns and Secret Service protection. It could be some travel, but it's not good for him. Now, when it comes to health, when it's reversed, again, like I said, it's ankles, but it could be a fall and it could be an accident. It could be a slip. And then with King of Cups here, well, this could be somebody in the evening that's taking care of him, a water sign doctor. I do not know that. I can't find anything online about Sean. What is it, Barbabella? I can't find his sun sign, but it could be him, because he's his personal doctor, or it could be Elon Musk whistleblowing something that affects his health. Oh, late in the evening. Okay, so so late in the evening, and we're not going to know about it, but this is a doctor caring for him, coming to him, taking care of him, and getting him back, getting some systems back into control here with the Four of Pentacles there. This card has the added, the knees. So maybe he does have a fall and then he gets care, or he's got something going on terribly with his ankles. The cards can be read on a couple different layers and still be, two things can be right at the same time. So it could be whistleblowers and all of that, or something leaking, but it could also be him having problems, and then he gets the care, and it does have to do not only with his ankles but also his knees. Okay, let's see what's at the bottom. Again with the whistleblower stuff. Okay, maybe out of his own family. Wow. Okay, so with the Seven of Swords reversed, when it comes to, if I need to stick with just the health, this is a card of a virus, but it's also a card of, a leaker and somebody tracking him and a whistleblower. And if so, I would think, like if I had to guess what it's about, would be all the conflicts of interest that he's involved with that has to do with feeding just the coffers of his own legacy with this Ten of Pentacles. And then again, when it comes to the Ten of Pentacles, these two cards are for like all day long. So if there's leakage in the night, evening, later in the evening, we can see that it's all about what he's doing to feed his own coffers. And we know, just because of Scrotus, not because they gave him immunity and they're not doing their job. That's the reason he's been getting away with everything. But he's violated the Hatch Act and the 25th Amendment so many times it's not even funny. I bet you there's probably a good list for how many times he's done that. So conflict of interest, to feed his own coffers, on the level of health, could be some sabotage that is that comes out, his own self-sabotage, and it could be a virus. And the virus could have the effect of having his family kind of maybe thinking about, wonder what's in the trust for me. But this card's not reversed, so I can't really say much about the health, a health problem. But it could also very well be speaking to his inherited genetic problems, which are all about Alzheimer's, and in his mother with her mental illness. So, okay, well, that's all I have for today. Thanks, you guys, for listening. And again, join me with Lori if you can at noon Pacific time. Bye.